Did you have a nice nap?
It was excellent. Tired. I slept like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a weird thing to count down to. You could just clip it.
Yeah, I will. Alright, guys.
It's just the crazy pineapple workout.
Well, welcome to Prepisode 9. It is Friday, so I have not really filmed all week, so I'm going to be filming tonight and a little bit tomorrow. As the thumbnail says, we're talking about cardio, we're talking about HIIT, steady state. We're doing shoulders tonight, and we will see you guys on the way to the gym. Hello guys, so it is Sunday morning, it's my day off. So I've been doing daily weigh-ins now instead of weekly just to make sure I'm on track for the week. So I just did one of my weigh-ins and I have a new low weigh-in of 140.4 pounds, which is really exciting because last year when I stepped on stage I was 139. So I am very close to my last stage weight and I still have 9 weeks to go, so I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. So that's that. But as the thumbnail said, we're going to be talking about cardio. So HIIT cardio versus steady state, what should you do, and how to incorporate them into your workouts for fat loss. Both types of cardio, high intensity interval training and steady state, are effective in terms of burning calories, and they're both going to measurably improve a number of health and fitness markers like increasing your metabolism, decreasing your blood pressure, increasing your VO2 max, and lowering your resting heart rate. So they do both have benefits. That being said, HIIT cardio is more effective for fat loss. And this is because of the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC, or afterburn, where your metabolism is elevated for hours, sometimes up to days, after completing the cardio session. A couple of studies that I was looking at also suggested that HIIT cardio may increase your testosterone levels and suppress your appetite. So in terms of fat loss, both those things are going to be beneficial. Steady state cardio does still have its place. So if you're already using most of your energy for strength training and HIIT cardio, you might not have a lot of gas left in the tank to do multiple HIIT sessions a week, which you would need for fat loss. So that is when steady state cardio comes in handy. It can be done a lot more frequently, and it can actually aid in recovery, unlike HIIT, which can hinder your recovery if you're doing too much of it. So the question is, which one is best? Which one should I do or incorporate into my fitness plan? And the answer is a resounding, it depends. Okay? It depends on a lot of factors. So the way I look at it, the most important type of cardio is the one that you're actually going to do. So if you want to keep your cardio sessions as short as possible and you like pushing your limits, go ahead, do your HIIT sessions. But if you're someone who is more likely to adhere to a lower intensity cardio workout, and you have the time to invest in lower intensity cardio workouts, then steady state is going to be your friend. Now when it comes to prep, I am a big advocate of combining the two. So what I do personally, for me currently at 9 weeks out, I'm doing 4 sessions of cardio a week. I'm doing 2 HIIT sessions, 20 minutes, and the intervals change depending on what movements I'm doing, and then 2 steady state cardio sessions for 25 minutes. Now the reason I do that is I like HIIT sessions for the intensity, I like it for the afterburn effect, and then the other 2 days I usually put on my leg days when I don't have that much energy left, and it helps with getting the blood flowing, clearing out lactic acid, and still getting that calorie burn. So I would say it's optimum to have a combination, but in the end, bottom line, whatever cardio workout that you are going to be able to adhere to consistently and push yourself on and complete, then those are going to be the type of sessions you want to add in. Because yes, HIIT is great. HIIT is like, the epitome of cardio workouts, I guess, in this day and age. But if you can't find it in yourself to push yourself to the extent you need to, or you just don't have the energy after a workout, then you're going to be way more benefited to do your lower intensity steady state. So that's my 2 cents on the topic. If you guys have any questions about cardio or anything in general, really, feel free to comment down below. I do try and get back to everyone. So yeah, that's it for the chat, but right now we're going to go into my physique update from this week, and I'm really happy about how it's looking. Things are coming together. My legs are definitely starting to lean out, which is kind of my trouble spot. And I've done some tweaking on posing this week, so I feel like that's looking a little bit better. So we're going to jump into that, and then after our physique update, I have a really exciting announcement for you guys, I guess. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a few. So, big announcement time. I'm nervous about actually putting this out there because once I put it out there, there's no backing down. I've got to do it. Okay, so if any of you are familiar with Heidi Summers, she's known as Buff Bunny on a lot of her social media platforms. She's actually started a model search for her Buff Bunny collection, and it's running from now until May 31st, and basically you have to do a 1 to 3 minute video submission, and I'm going to be filming mine in the next probably week or so, and I'm going to be entering that competition, and I'm really excited, and I'm really nervous. Putting myself out there when failure, I guess, is possible is a scary thing for me. It's not something that I'm crazy comfortable with. Dealing with rejection is something that I'm still a little scared of, but I'm trying to grow and evolve and face my fears, so I'm doing it, and I'll post my submission video up here so you guys can see it as well. But I'm really excited. So the winner actually gets flown out to San Antonio, Texas, and you get to do a photo shoot for the Buff Bunny collection, and you get to spend the day with her and her team and just kind of see all the behind the scenes workings of her business. So fingers crossed, and I will post that video once it's completed and submitted. Wish me luck, and we'll see you guys next Sunday, not Monday, next Sunday in Prepisode 10.